Director for the county schools, and Mike Howard, the super. And some of our local sponsors include AmFirst, America's First Credit Union, also Bobcat of Gadsden, CarQuest in Odenville, Alabama, home of the Saints, the Man Store. They will hook you up especially for Christmas, which isn't far away. We have CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park, Vic Cook and his staff at Coosa Valley Mortgage, Jeff State Community College with a campus right down the road, a great addition to this area. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, every location, and also McSweeney Automotive, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
All right, my turn.
Your go.
All right, sorry, I was looking at the roster here for St. Clair County. I want to thank Metro Bank. Lots of branches across St. Clair. Look, there's you guys right there. See? Looking good on there.
Hey.
Nice. Hey, Planet Nutrition in Pell City. I want to thank State Farm Agent Bart Perry, St. Clair County Commission. Also want to thank the St. Clair County District Attorney Lyle Harmon, St. Clair County Farmers Co-op in Asheville and in Pell City, the St. Clair County Sheriff Billy Murray, Wind South Credit Union, and Woods Surfside Marina.
All right, next up, and we've done a lot of them, and they've all been fantastic. This one will too. The St. Clair County High Saints with first-year coach for the Saints, P.J. Wright. Welcome to the River area.
I tell you what, that was a lot of sponsorships, but we're in a great place. Did they hear Buffalo Wild Wings?
B-Dubs, always awesome.
Here we are. I want to come here all the time to do whatever show you want to do.
We have this party every year.
I'm all in.
All right.
Let's go.
Tell us a little bit about how you got to Odenville, Alabama, from where, and then we're going to talk about your players.
I'd be glad to. Look, first, I'm glad to be in Odenville. I love it down here. I'm originally from Birmingham, so having an opportunity to come back home and to coach in this area again, one, where there's really good football. There's really good football in this area. But being able to come back home and coach from here, because I've been in all parts of the state. I've been in South Alabama. I've been in North Alabama. And we all say that football is football, but it's different. I'm telling you, it's different. In each part of the state you go to, there's a different brand. There's a different type of football. And right now in this area is really, really good football.
It's a hotbed.
It is a hotbed. Mm-hmm. It is. And it's talent. It's
we wouldn't
talent.
have events
talent
like
speed.
this. Yep.
That's right. Talent and speed. It's out there.
Talking with Coach P.J. Wright, first-year head football coach at St. Clair County, coming from Ardmore the last 3 years. And back here, as you mentioned, you're from the Birmingham area. Where are you from? Where'd you graduate?
I graduated from Trussville.
All right.
Class of '94 here
right.
at Trussville High School.
Yeah, he lives. Hey, look.
Hey.
He lives in Tutwiler Farms over there.
That's where all the good money is.
Exactly.
No, that's where the old
loaded.
people now live.
I can't even look at Tutwiler Farms when I drive by on, 11 or whatever. They won't even let me look in there. He has to call the gate before I come to his house and everything.
And always tell him there was nobody there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never let me in. Talk a little bit about the two guys you brought with you, Coach.
Well, I brought two of my senior leaders that I've really gotten to know pretty well. Jackson Lindsay and Ethan Jackson. Both of them are both vocal leaders. That's why I brought them, because I knew that they would do a great job talking and not just say mm-hmm and mm-mm. I knew that they would do a good job, but I'm looking at both of them are good athletes. Both of them are good players, but they're really good people. And they have good families, and we're glad to have them with us.
Break them down individually, starting with Ethan Jackson.
Ethan Jackson's going to be right now, because there's no spots that are taken, but right now he's our starting inside linebacker. He's coordinating the whole defense. He's getting everybody lined up. I'm excited about watching Ethan tackle. I want to see how well he can tackle. But right now he understands the defense better than anybody else outside of our safety, Garrett Whitehead, who does a great job on that level. But he understands the defense better than anybody else, and he gets everybody lined up correctly. Now, Jackson Lindsay is an athlete. Jackson, when I first came in, that was the first name that I was told. I said, what are you going to do with Jackson? Where's Jackson going to play? And I put all the kids on magnets, and I look at them and see where everybody fits. And I think the first week Jackson played every position on the field for me. I had moved him from safety to corner to quarterback. I mean, he played everything, and he could really do anything. So Jackson, he's kind of a wild card in where we are. I know that he's got to touch the ball a lot of times during the game.
Man, that head's getting massive.
See, I told you they would talk. I just had to open them up. There you go.
Let's talk to the guys a little bit. Let's start off with Jackson Lindsay, senior wide receiver, kind of all over the place, just a all-around athlete. Jackson Lindsay, talk about Odenville and St. Clair County High School. What you like about playing for the Saints?
I just love it. Mostly just the community behind us. When we play, we know it's going to be a packed out stands. We know people are going to be there, and I'm just excited to see what we can do this year.
What other sports you play there at St. Clair County?
Baseball.
Baseball. What position?
Center field.
All right. You got a little arm?
Not as much as I want to.
You got some good range though in the outfield,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
All right, cool. What about you? Playing football at St. Clair County High School? What you like about it?
Just like he said, the community. We always got family behind us and friends and packed out stands. It makes every game more fun.
Ethan Jackson. What about you, Ethan? Any other sports?
I play baseball as well.
All right, what position?
Left field and a little bit of third base.
Does he ever kind of like when the balls hit the left and it's yours and he's calling for it? You're like, dude, come on, man. You ever get that?
Yeah, that happens a lot. We got some smack talk going on in the outfield too.
What we do is I'm like, don't you drop it.
Yeah, hey, look, seriously, what do you guys talk about? Since you guys are talkative apparently, and you guys are out there in the outfield together baseball-wise, and there's a lot of dead time. There's only so much scratching and itching you can do on a baseball field over the course of the innings. What do y'all talk about out there?
I mean, sometimes we talk. Sometimes
He's like we can't say.
You'll hear some singing.
We'll sing sometimes. You just got to be creative in what we're doing because sometimes, outfielders don't always get the ball.
Yeah.
When it's time to play, though, we got to lock in.
Yeah.
No talk of girls out there, right?
No.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's
never.
not.
Well, let's get this thing back on course a little bit. Coach P.J. Wright, have you had an opportunity to meet? How long have you been in Odenville, by the way, since your first-year head coach? How long have you been?
4 months. 3 months. 3 months I've been down here. I got down here at the very end of the school year. Been here all summer, of course, and really still trying to settle in and get things the way that I think that I want them to run. And it's a process, and it's been hard work. I do want to say that the assistant coaches have done a great job. I am blessed to have the coaches that I've got. I was able to bring in some that are really coaching hard and doing a great job. Credit to the kids as well. They are great kids. They are great kids. I was talking to Coach Breedlin on the way out the door, and he was talking about his kids at Victory Christian. And I told him, I said, I bet they're about as good as my kids.
Not quite.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah. We're going to talk about your coaches here in a second, but you talked about bringing in, it's a process and your system. What can the Saint fans expect to see out of you, offensive side of the ball and defensive side?
Oh, we're going to put a product out there that one, offensively, we're going to take care of the football. I'm very disciplined on offense. No pre-snap penalties, which are killers on offense. If we put the ball in the air, which I'm not guaranteeing we're going to do it a lot, but when we put the ball in the air, we're going to complete passes. The things that get you beat offensively, you drop passes, you have pre-snap penalties, and you have negative run plays. If you can cut down on those three things, then you're going to win football games. Defensively, I can tell you that we're never going to get beat by alignment. We're always going to be lined up correctly. We're always going to be in a great stance pre-snap. We're going to look good out there. We're going to play with relentless effort. We're going to rally to the football. And when we get there, we're going to tackle them and get them on the ground. First person there gets him on the ground. Second person is going for the ball. We're going to preach going after the football and putting the ball on the ground. Calls turnovers.
Coach P.J. Wright with us, first-year head coach for the Saints of St. Clair County High. Looking at the schedule, you probably, if you didn't know them already, there are several coaches that were here or are going to be that's going to be in your region. But on Friday night, August the 20th, all Saints fans needs to be at the stadium for Meet the Saints Day.
Yeah, that'll be a big deal. It'll be the first time we put this product on the field for Meet the Saints. It'll be the afternoon. We're going to give it to the middle school, and it's going to be their show. They get to have a little scrimmage, and then starting at 6 o'clock, it's really a dress rehearsal for the following week for the high school bunch, for my team, as they learn how to go through an afternoon in preparation for a Friday night football game the way I want it done. If you don't practice it, you can't you can't never get it right. So we're going to practice actually doing a game day before we ever get to game day.
You know, you take a look at the schedule. You brought it with you. You talked about Meet the Saints. First game, you got a couple of new head coaches here. First year, you obviously here at St. Clair County. You got Coach Clements at Springville. So
who got the job at Springville?
Coach John Clements.
Is he local?
There must be some history or something there.
I don't know who that is.
That's gonna be a
I
fun ball
bet
game.
you don't.
Yeah. So immediately you got a couple of teams in the same county. You know, it's a big. Your first game is a huge matchup as it is.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun to play that game and get to go against Coach Clements, which he's a great coach. He's a good friend, and it'll be a great time.
A lot of road games this year. Only 4 home games, of course, not including Meet the Saints. Y'all's first 3, you're going to put some miles on the tires. Springville, Corner, and Alexandria. Then a couple of home games, Lincoln and Asheville coming in. On the road at Moody. At home against Leeds. They went too deep in the playoffs last year. Then away, Center Point, Hayden, and you wrap up your season at home. Well, the regular season.
Can you circle any wins on there?
I'll tell you what.
Can you find any that hey we've got this one?
I can't, but those two down there can, right? They can circle the wins.
Hey, look, I'm going to get questions, and you already brought it up. Yes, there are 4 home games. The Hayden game last year, we had to was a forfeit. We were supposed to go there last year, so we've got to go there again this year. So that's how we get our 4 games.
What do you think of that policy? I know it was probably AHSAA, but if you got hosed from a home game last year, you get to make it up this year.
You said it right. You got hosed. It's not right. It's not right. It's great. We have to go to Hayden. We didn't go there last year. They missed the whole gate. They missed concessions. They missed everything. So we'll go up there, and they will actually split the gate with us. So that's fine. But, yeah, they missed out on a home game last year, so we're going to return the favor and go up there this year.
Yeah, we've asked the coaches the difference between preparing for this season as opposed to last season.
Night and day. You can stop.
Yeah.
That's it. It's night and day. I mean, going through what we had to do last year, football-wise, in preparation, it was crazy. The way we had to group kids in groups of 6 to 8 and keep them 6 feet apart. I mean, hey, we're blessed to be doing what we're doing again. It's great. It's night and day.
Yeah. Coach, man, we appreciate you coming and bringing the guys with you. And have you eaten some chicken yet? Yeah, you ate already, right?
Yeah, we were here early enough to do that. I want to say one thing before you let me go. There is a tax vote in September. We're going to get our new facilities up and going if we can get this thing passed in September. So vote yes, and let's get that tax vote done on campus facility at Odenville. And it's going to be special.
Well, before we let you go, if the tax goes through, hopefully it goes through. What are some of the improvements that you guys are looking at?
On campus football field, on campus stadium, turf field, with the field house. Right now we don't have an on campus field house. We're keeping our helmets on the floor. We don't have anywhere to keep our stuff. So the kids are missing out on what football is really all about.
All right, y'all. We are live
at
Football Media Day. Brought to you by The River, Buffalo Wild Wings, and a lot of fine sponsors. Anything else we missed, Coach Wright, before we cut out?
Man, you missed a lot. We could stay up here an hour, and I could fill you in on all kinds of stuff.
I think we could.
Well, hey, here's the thing: is Coach Clements is next, so you can eat into his time if you want to, man.
Coach Clements has the shirt and tie on over there. He does look good.
Coach, look, glad to have you here in St. Clair County, and good luck this year, and we appreciate you.
Well, I certainly appreciate y'all, and thank you for everything you do for high school athletics, especially here in St. Clair County.
Absolutely. All right, stick around. We got Springville followed by Pell City as we continue on here at St. Clair County High School Football Media Day 20.